Welcome back to eCBSE online classes. We are continuing the module arithmetic progressions for class 10th. We are solving some exercise problems. This is part B5 of the video series. Before we start the exercise problems, let us quickly recap the key formulae. The arithmetic progression is denoted by A1, A2, A3 and so on. The common difference D can be found out by taking difference between any two consecutive numbers, A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2 and so on. The general form of the arithmetic progression is given by a comma a plus d comma a plus 2d and so on. The general form of nth term is given as an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. The sum of first n terms in the arithmetic progression is given as s is equal to n by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 into d. In this video, we are going to solve problems related to the sum of the first n terms. Let's go to the first exercise problem here. The problem reads, find the sum of the following arithmetic progressions. There are 4 arithmetic progressions given here. The formula to be used is s is equal to n by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Let's build the problem as solution step by step. First term a, common difference d. Here I am going to use first two terms. So d equal to a2 minus a1. Next is number of terms, that is n, and sum of the first n terms is given by the formula above. So the first problem, the first term is 2, so a is equal to 2. Common difference d is equal to 7 minus 2, that is 5. We are asked to find out sum of the first 10 terms, so n is equal to 10. Substituting all the values here and simplifying, that is 5 times 4 plus 45. The value is coming out as 245. The second problem, first term is minus 37. The common difference is minus 33 minus of minus 37. That becomes minus 33 plus 37, which is equal to 4. And we are asked for 12 terms, so n is equal to 12. Substitute all the values here and simplify. It comes as 6 times of minus 74 plus 44. Minus 74 plus 44 is minus 30. So 6 times of minus 30 is minus 180. The third problem, first term is 0.6. Common difference is 1.7 minus 1.6, that is coming out as 1.1. We are asked for 100 terms, so n is equal to 100. Substitute all the values and after simplification it is coming out as 50 times 1.2 plus 108.9. The value is coming out as 5505. Fourth problem, first term is 1 by 15. Common difference is 1 by 12 minus 1 by 15, that is coming out as 1 by 60. We are asked for 11 terms, so n is equal to 11. Substitute all the values and simplify, that is coming out as 11 times 2 by 15 plus 1 by 6. The value in the bracket is coming out as 3 by 10, that is 0.3. So 11 times of 0.3 is 3.3. Go to the next problem. The problem reads, find the sums given below. 7 plus 10 and a half plus 14 and so on plus 84. There are 3 such problems are given. What you need to notice here is the last term is given, correct? We need to use the other form of the sum of the n terms for the arithmetic progression, that is s equal to n by 2 times a plus l, where a is the first term, l is the last term. Now here we don't know n in each of these summations, so we need to calculate n, correct? How do we calculate that? We know the formula for the last term, or an, is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. If you rearrange this, that becomes n minus 1 is equal to l minus a by d. So n is equal to l minus a by d plus 1, correct? So now let's build the problem or solution step by step. The first term a and common difference d is found out by the difference of the first two numbers, d equal to a2 minus a1. And next will be the last term, that is l. And the next will be number of terms n. It is calculated using the values of l, a and d. And finally the sum of all terms, that is n by 2 times a plus l. Here the first problem, first term is 7, so a equal to 7. Common difference is second term minus first term, that is 10 and a half minus 7 is equal to 3 and a half. The last term l is 84. So when I substitute D, L and A here and calculate the value of n, it is coming out as 23, and substitute here in the formula, that becomes 23 by 2 times 7 plus 84. After calculating, it is coming out as 1046.5. The second problem, first term is 34, common difference is 32 minus 34, that is minus 2. Last term is 10. So let's calculate number of terms n here. So that is 10 minus 34 divided by minus 2 plus 1, that is 13. Now substitute all these values here. 13 by 2 multiplied by 34 plus 10. After simplification, it's coming out as 286. Let's go to the third problem. First term is minus 5. Common difference D is minus 8 minus of minus 5. That is minus 8 plus 5, which is equal to minus 3. Last term is given as minus 230. Let's calculate the value of n. That is coming out as 76. So after substituting the value of n, a and l and calculate the sum of the terms, the final value is minus 8930. Let's move on to the next problem here. It reads, if the sum of the first 7 terms of an arithmetic progression is 49 and that of the 17 terms is 289, find the sum of first n terms. Again, the formula to be used is the same. S is equal to n by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Sum of the first n terms is denoted by Sn. The subscript n to be noted here. So that is equal to n by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So what are we given here? First 7 terms summation is 49, correct? So S7 is equal to 49. So when we substitute n equal to 7 in the above formula, what is coming? S7 equal to 7 by 2 times 2a plus 7 minus 1 into d. After simplification, that becomes S7 is equal to 7a plus 21d. That means 7a plus 21d equal to 49. Let's call that as equation 1 here. What else is given in the equation or formula for us? Sum of 17 terms is 289. So S17 equal to 289. When you substitute n as 17 in the above formula, S17 is equal to 17 by 2 times 2a plus 17 minus 1 into d. After simplification, S17 is equal to 17a plus 136d. So 17a plus 136d is equal to 289. Let's call that as equation 2. Now we need to solve these two equations to get the values of a and d. So let us multiply equation 2 with 7 and subtract equation 1 times 17. So 7 into equation 2 minus 17 into equation 1, that becomes, on the left hand side it is 7 into 17a plus 7 into 136d minus 17 into 7a plus 17 into 21d. On the right hand side it is 7 into 289 minus 17 into 49. So you can see that on the left hand side there are two terms which has coefficient for a. One is 7 into 17a, the other is 17 into 7a. So both these get cancelled. That leaves us 7 into 136d and 17 into 21d. After simplification, this equation becomes 952d minus 357d is equal to 2023 minus 833. So that becomes 595d is equal to 1190. So d is calculated as 2. Now let's substitute this value of d into equation 1. That becomes 7a plus 21 times 2 is equal to 49. 21 times 2 is 42. So 7a is equal to 49 minus 42, that is equal to 7. So a is equal to 7 by 7, that is 1. Now let us substitute the values of a and d in the formula for sum of the first n times, correct? That's what we have been asked to find out. So the formula for first n terms is n by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Let's substitute a equal to 1 and d equal to 2. That becomes n by 2 times 2 into 1 plus n minus 1 into 2. So denominator has 2, so that cancels the values 2 in the numerator. So that leaves us n times of 1 plus n minus 1. So 1 and 1 gets cancelled here. That becomes sum of the first n terms is equal to n square. Correct? It has got a very elegant form of the solution. Now let's look another interesting problem which is very much relevant to this problem. So let's go to the next problem here. The problem reads, derive the formula for sum of the first n odd numbers. Okay, again the formula to be used is the same, n by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Let us write the odd numbers here, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 and so on. What are we asked? First n odd numbers, correct? So here a equal to 1, the first number, d can be found out by any two consecutive numbers difference. So I am using the first two terms here, a2 minus a1, that is 3 minus 1, that is equal to 2. Now let me write the formula again here and substitute the value of a as 1 and d as 2. That becomes n by 2 times 2 into 1 plus n minus 1 into 2. Denominator has the value of 2, so it cancels the values 2 in the numerator. That leaves Sn equal to n times 1 plus n minus 1. So 1 and 1 gets cancelled. Sn is equal to n square, correct? We got the same formula that we got from the previous problem. Sum of the first n odd numbers is n square. Let us try to visually represent the same thing and see that it is actually happening. Let's take one square block here. So it is 1. We can also call it as 1 square. Let us add 3 more boxes here. That becomes 1 plus 3 equal to 4. 4 is nothing but 2 square, correct? Let's add the next odd number of boxes, that is 5. It becomes 4 plus 5 equal to 9. So that is 3 square, correct? Let's add the next odd number of boxes, that is 7 boxes. It becomes 9 plus 7, 16, that is 4 square. The next odd number of boxes, 9 boxes here. 16 plus 9 is 25, that is 5 square. And continue the process. Next odd number is 11. So 25 plus 11 is 36, that is 6 square. Next odd number is 13. So 36 plus 13 is equal to 49, that is again 7 square. See, the relation is holding. So effectively, sum of the first n odd numbers is nothing but n square, correct? Now, if we quickly look at the problem that we have seen earlier, if the sum of the first 7 terms of AP is 49 and sum of the first 17 terms is 289, correct? So here 7 terms are given, 7 square is 49, 17 terms are given, 17 square is 289, correct? That is holding. And you should also note that the value of A is 1 and the value of D is 2. And when the value of A is equal to 1 and the value of D is equal to 2, that is nothing but the first odd numbers, correct? Now before closing this video and the module, let us quickly look at how to solve such problems. First, let's look at what are the different formulas that we have used. Sum of the first n terms of the arithmetic progression, Sn is equal to n by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Notice that there are 4 parameters here, Sn, n, a and d, correct? Second formula is the general form of nth term, that is an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Again here also there are 4 parameters, a, n, d and an. The other version of the sum of n terms, that is Sn equal to n by 2 times a plus l. Again here also there are 4 parameters, n, a, l and Sn, correct? Now let us see what are the types of problems that we may get using these formulae and how to solve them. You can clearly see that there are 4 parameters in each of these equations. So the first type of problems is like any 3 parameters are given and the 4th parameter is asked. For example, if you are using the first formula, the value of n, a and d are given. You are directly asked to get the sum of the first n terms. So you can directly use the substitution method here. The next problem is like sum of the first n terms Sn and one of the term an is given, correct? Then what do? Substitute the values of Sn and n in formula 1 let's call it as equation 1. That equation 1 will have a and d as the unknowns. Again, substitute an and n in the formula 2 here. That gives you equation 2. Again, another equation with unknowns a and d. When you solve these two equations together, you will get the value of a and d. So once you get values of a and d, you can substitute these two values in the necessary formula based on what is asked. If you are asked so and so term, then you can use formula 2. And if you are asked to find, say, m number of terms, you can use the formula 1, but m value is slightly different. So the third type of problem that can be asked is sum of first n terms is given and sum of first m terms is given. So what you do here, substitute the values of Sn and n in the formula 1. That gives you equation 1 with unknowns a and d. Again, substitute value of Sm and m in again the same formula 1. That gives you equation 2 with again unknowns a and d. So when you solve these two equations, you'll get values of a and d. Just like in the previous type of problem, you substitute these values of a and d in the necessary formula based on what is asked. So that's all, my friends. We are concluding this module with this video. I hope you like this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel eCBSE Online Classes, and follow us on Facebook page. Thank you so much.